Redemption can have many meanings, each unique to an individual's journey. With a stained reputation, Deji Olatunji strives to leave earlier fights and, most importantly, his former self in the past. Coming off 2 losses, the YouTube sensation aims to reclaim glory and redemption in the boxing ring as he puts it all on the line. With a glorified redemption arc on the horizon for Deji and his fans, one man has plans to ruin the party. Enter Alex Wassabi. With his sights set on his own boxing glory, the veteran YouTuber will stop at nothing to prove everyone wrong by disrupting any chance Deji has of redeeming himself. For Alex, there's seemingly nothing to lose, but so much to gain. The young creator will give every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears, preparing to step into the bright lights of London for the first time. Egos aside, and as the world watches, we will either see the Cinderella redemption story or the biggest upset the YouTube boxing scene has ever witnessed.
That's what people don't think now. They stick to the rules of like head, body, but everything's a target. Canelo, when he hit Callum Smith, he made his bicep like a balloon, man, just by hitting the bicep continuously. So he couldn't counter him with that hook. That's it. There we go. You open up with bad intentions.
Preparation for Deji, as I said, from day one when he walked into the gym and we first started, I said, you know, boxing ain't a game, it's not something to play with. You can die in this sport. And I'm gonna treat you the same as I train my professional fighters.
That side, boom! Roll, 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 hit, boom! There we go, good. Good, there we go. Good, time.
My name's Daly Perales and I'm Deji's professional boxing coach.
That's it, jab, jab, good. Double jab. Huh? That's it. Don't delay it too long though. Pa, pa. Hands, go. Huh, huh.
So in my training camp, I have Daly, he's my boxing coach. I have Calvin, he's my S&C coach. And I have Mike, he does my physio.
Yeah. That's just to change the... If you're in front of them like this, yeah, you don't stay flat-footed all the time.
My boxing IQ is way better than my last fights. Before, I was kind of just throwing my hands, seeing if it will land. Now I actually strategically do things.
But turn that shoulder as you slip, yeah? As you step, turn that shoulder. There we go.
His mindset has definitely changed. He's saying things like, we were doing conditioning yesterday. He was saying, let's do another round of conditioning. That was like music to my ears. I'm like, okay, I like when a fighter says that. Let's go again. Let's do another round, even though we're meant to be finished. He's saying, let's go again. That's showing me something. You know, that's showing me that he wants it. As I said, his energy is different now. He's more confident.
Go again. There we go. Go again. There we go. That's it. That's it. Good.
You know, Deji got hit, right? In sparring against his brother, KSI. He got hit, yeah? Low blow, full-blown punch. The old Deji would have took a knee to recover. He didn't go down. He just continued and dogged it out toe to toe with his brother. And so that spar there showed me that he's ready and he's ready for war.
Right? Like,
yeah.
Come on, man. That's not what we're here to do. Like, just fucking give him his rounds.
With his YouTube boxing debut looming and the gravity of the situation rising,
like
Alex has hired who he believes to be the best team to meet the challenge ahead.
I'm gonna definitely be doing that. So
Alex walked into the gym one day and said he wanted to learn how to box, and my guy Tony, I've told my guy Tony, that's all you, man. He wants to learn how to box, and Tony told me you were a YouTube guy, so It's like, all right, have at it, man. Train this guy for YouTube. Because at that point, YouTube boxing was like foreign to me. I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was like some backyard brawling or something with these guys just on YouTube boxing. I didn't realize the magnitude of what it was.
We give big drama show. Yeah.
My name's Ramon Espada. I'm a boxing trainer / coach. Relax, stay ready, keep your eyes open. Your eyes are your defense, right?
Yeah.
Nice and relaxed. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Roll. Roll 3, 2, 3. Roll 2, 3, 2. 4 years ago, he looked like a beginner, so you could see the videos for yourself. His movement was really awkward, just like anybody just learning the sport, but he took to it pretty quickly, and his punches flow and everything now, and he throws great combinations and has better understanding of positioning and things of that nature, and is really good at reading things defensively, so he's nowhere near where he was 4 years ago. He actually looks like a real boxer now, in my opinion.
Alright.
Keep time for you, Ramon.
What's that?
You mean to keep time for you?
I'm still posing after I can feel it.
When Alex approached me for this fight camp, he said, I don't want to go into boxing like a YouTuber. I want to train like a professional fighter. And I want a professional fight camp. And so that's when we started looking at all the ways we can really tighten things up and maximize our camp to really train like a pro.
The squared circle has always been known to be a lonely place. Fans don't matter, fame is irrelevant, but ultimately, only the hard work put in will decide the outcome on fight night.
Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then, breaking my back to make it out, got me feeling like pain. I ain't never need your help, I know you wishing me well. A penny for your thoughts, but seeing no change. I snap for the sun like Diddy. The riches got a mad ass son, I'm like Billy. I ain't never switch up, whole team with me. But known for my city like OAGs. Set the pace as long as you finish. Consumers find a way inside your business. Babylon, they try to dabble in it and they hate the fact that they may have to witness. You tryna aim for the top like this and you're in your element with a fire like this. And they hoping you fall and they praying you miss, but it's all in the risk. I got you with the switch, you know. I'm in the zone. Give me the throne. One shot, that's all that you got. That's all that I know.
With a feud spanning through the years, the bad blood that carries this fight is evident for all to see. In Deji's eyes, all Wassabi wants more than anything is to reclaim his former glory in the online scene. On the other side, burying a return to Alex's former heyday is in Deji's mind as he prepares to step in the ring once again.
I guess it started from JJ asking Alex for a spar, because I think JJ put out like an open challenge for people, and Alex Wassabi was one of the people that wanted to spar JJ.
Alex Wassabi called me out. Now everyone knows that you ain't shit. Also, for the record, he never DM'd me. He never sent his personal details. This boy is a fucking pussy.
I guess JJ gave him like a platform to like, you know, step up to the table. And obviously he didn't take it. He was making excuses. I got involved by basically calling him a pussy. I guess that's how it really started.
With this fight seeming inevitable, it was only a matter of time before contracts were signed.
Me and Deji have a lot of history. We go back a few years. I've only met him once in my life.
Someone I want to put out there, Alex Wassabi. I'm down to fight you. I'm down to fuck your face up.
You're making a mistake, bro. Trust me. Huge mistake.
Bro, you would do shit to me.
But if I had to pick somebody, I want to box as Deji. I want to box Deji so bad. We've been like, I think
that'd be a good fight.
If I have to fight Alex, he's just a waste man. I'm here to redeem myself, and that's the plan.
Alex claims Deji's never had to work for anything in his entire life. He plans to capitalize on this mindset and expose the inner quitter he claims Deji to be.
It's like I said in a previous interview, I'm just dealing with a little kid. Or I'm dealing with a man with a kid's mentality. He is all about shortcuts. He does the minimum. Like, I know his nickname is the Tank, but in my head, his nickname is the minimum. That's what he does. His whole life is a shortcut.
It makes me want to prove him wrong. It makes me want to take it all back. I want him to take it all back. And this fight will make him take it all back.
If it wasn't for his brother KSI, I would have never had this opportunity to box. And if it wasn't for his brother KSI, well, Deji wouldn't have anything.
I believe, obviously it's easy to talk about someone's life from like an outside perspective, but he hasn't lived my life. He definitely has underestimated me.
True strength comes from an unshakable inner belief. And for Alex Wassabi, being overlooked in his boxing journey has made this an integral foundation for his road to the ring. With all of the talk being showcased online, it's the work you don't see that will ultimately decide this battle.
I'm treating this as like life or death. Like, I am training hard. I am training. Of course, there's times I don't want to go to the gym. There's times I don't want to spar, but I do it anyways. It's just something, I'm treating it like breathing. It's just something you have to do.
One thing I think people don't realize about Alex is his competitive edge. That guy really wants to win and find a way to make sure that he is the best at everything he does.
You think, oh, your body can only do so much. And so when your body tells you to stop, you gotta stop. But that's not true. Your mind is telling you to stop. Your body can do a lot more than you think.
Alex said it perfectly. I saw his interview that he was talking to, and he said, look, I'm not a professional fighter, but I want to go in with the best intention that I can. I want to go in the ring with another warrior. So if Deji doesn't get his shit together and doesn't train hard, I'm not going to be able to create an amazing fight.
Come fight night, I'm looking for Alex to execute everything we've been working on. Show this guy some things he hasn't seen before. Shut down all of Deji's offense and light him up when the opportunity presents itself.
We've just been putting him into this full force fight camp as if he was a professional boxer. So really, I think March 5th is going to be the easy part.
Alex has the skills, he has the tools that he needs to win. Deji's just going to have a difficult night.
Like, your mind tells you to stop, and your body tells you to stop, and you have to not listen to these two things you've been listening to your entire life. You have to push through and be like, no, guys. We got this. Guys, come on. Let's work together. Let's push through and keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I've said that in my head so many times these last 6 months. As soon as I get in the ring, it clicks. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Then when I'm done, I'm excited that I did it. And I'm excited that I got the workout in. I'm excited to go to the track. I'm excited to push myself as far as I can. I want to see what I can do. I don't even know. I've never pushed myself this hard.
In his past fights, Deji's camps have always been criticized as a major factor in the losses he's received. Coming into this redemption fight, Deji knew choosing the right camp was integral to his success. However, in a controversial move, the young star made a personal change, claiming he wasn't being challenged enough to complete the task before him.
Deji has come into this camp. He's seen Kenny, he's seen my pro fighters. He's actually come to watch my pro fighters fight live, you know. He's seen what it's all about. And I think that's why we're seeing a whole new Deji now. And that's why when we push him in the gym, you're not seeing no quit, because he's happy, he's comfortable, you know what I mean? So he's willing to do everything I tell him to do.
It's just body mechanics, because once you turn there, the mechanics is there.
Yeah.
If you turn there, boom.
Coming 6 weeks out, I think it's a good thing, man. You know, a lot of people are seeing it as a bad thing. I see it as a good thing, man, because Kenny has helped push him as well. You know, when one is slacking, the other one's like, come on, keep going. When the other one's doing the same, the other one's saying the same thing.
He fights now. He's good as well. So it's good for me, man. It's good for both of us.
That's the first thing I said to him. He hit me with a slow jab, and I'm like, that hurt. Give it, you know what I'm slow.
When they lose, what excuse are they going to have? Because they've had the longest time together. I've only had 6 weeks with Deji. So when Deji pulls this off, you know, Deji's going to look like a goat. You know what I mean? Wassabi loses, they can't have no excuses, man.
One word has been said by many, including Deji, as being one of the biggest aspects and in consequence a key factor in his previous losses. Cardio.
If you're 0-2, how are you gonna get a main event? How did you get a main event if you lost your last 2 fights? Oh, I forgot, your brother. Nice. Well, it helped me out, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm excited for both of us.
In my first fight, I was very, I guess, I didn't really care about losing as much. Obviously, it was like an experience. I was like, screw it, let me just do it, let's see what happens.
I remember the first and second fight, he got there, he was shocked. He just couldn't, he said he couldn't move. And people, you know, shouting his name.
The best way to explain it is that you're in a bubble on your own, and then there's a bunch of voices around you just chanting your name. And that's the best way I can really explain it, because ultimately you're in there alone. Like obviously, yeah, you have the crowd to back you up, you got your corner, but you don't hear any of that. Once you're in that ring and you hear the bell and your opponent coming towards you, it's like just silence.
But the second fight, it's so obvious. He wasn't training, he wasn't doing anything.
As much as I don't like saying this, I needed to lose my last fight for me to really wake up.
I knew he was going to lose. He didn't train. To him, say, well, I can fight. He never trained. He was meant to be doing his runs. Even the second fight, he was meant to be doing the runs and whatever. They were coming to him, oh, let's run. He didn't train. He's now more matured. And I mean, the strength too, I think, because his problem is always his stamina.
I lost twice by the same thing. My cardio failed me twice. Like normally after a loss, you kind of understand what went wrong. I didn't. I literally went into my second fight worse. So that's why I understand why they're like, okay, there's no point. Ultimately, like, I want to get them the win. That's what I want to do. But the ones who kind of lost hope, I'll get that hope back.
All Alex ever wanted was a chance to be taken seriously, a chance for respect. But just like the roll of a dice, chance is an unpredictable variable, which will only be solved within the lonely ropes on March 5th.
I expected a lot of work. But what I didn't expect is the emotional journey. It's a roller coaster, back and forth. It's like confident, not confident. What am I doing? Oh, let's do this. I'm gonna destroy him. Oh man, what am I? Oh, I'm tired today. Oh, I got an injury. Oh no, I gotta fix that. Recovery. Oh, this cryo, 3 minutes. It's so cold, ice bath. Oh no. I love pushing myself, but it's crazy, like mentally, what you go through, what real live professional boxers go through for their entire lives. It's insane.
So Alex kind of approached me like years ago just saying like how badly he wanted to get a fight. He's like always talking about like, man, I really just want to fight. And I think he only understood the physical aspect of what a fight entailed. And as we got closer and I recommended certain people to be around him and how hard he should be training or what he really needs to do, I don't think he really understood till now.
I am just as tired mentally as I am physically. going through this, pushing myself through this, getting punched by like guys 20 pounds heavier than me, professionals that have been doing this forever. It's just like, woo! I can feel the growth I'm going through. I'm growing more in these, I've grown more in these last 6 months than I have in the last 5 years, just by pushing myself. I've always respected boxers. I've respected any professional athlete, but people told me when I was starting that boxing is one of the hardest sports to do. What you put your body through, boxing's no joke.
And that's what Alex is really after, is that I can totally admire that about him, is he's really trying to make a beautiful moment right now for himself. In history, he wants to look back and tell his story, and this is gonna be one of the main pieces of his story of how he became the next evolution of Alex. I'm really excited to see that part of him.
Progress is impossible without change. A recent hiatus from the public eye has given Deji a new perspective on life and his future in boxing. You could say a new Deji has been born.
I have seen a change eating wise, and the fact that he's lost the weight, that is amazing. I was shocked. I said, this guy is really taking it serious. So I think he is ready. I feel it in my bones that he is ready. He said he wants, because even with the previous one, I said, don't underestimate Vinny Haka. And you need to lose the weight, Deji. You need to lose the weight.
I'm way more confident. 100% more confident. Because I've actually been putting the work in. I go past limits. Like, when I'm even like running, boxing, when someone's getting the better of me, I get voices in my head being like, just quit, just back out, make an excuse. But then I overshadow that voice by being like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the end and see what happens.
Deep down in your heart, you just know that he was going for this fight that, oh my gosh, something was not right. But with this one, you know, he feels more confident and everything. For him to say that, Mom, I can't wait to fight, it's all to do with the mindset as well. His mindset has changed.
Oh, it's changed now, you know. Now, I mean, I'm not a betting man, but I can bet my house on him that he will win, because the change is so much now. I mean, I can see the confidence coming back gradually. But to take this seriously, you know, I think I'm very, very proud of him. I mean, he's putting a lot of effort into it now. I think he's doing it for himself. This guy, you know, this guy doesn't care. He doesn't care what people say about him, what people think about him. He just doesn't care. So, but now for him to change now, maybe it's maturity or whatever, so I can see him winning this time around.
When searching for answers for Deji's sudden shift in mindset, we have to explore what could be argued as one of Deji's biggest inspirations: his family.
Jide and I, the way we've raised them to be bold and courageous. As his brother said, if he puts in the hard work and he pushes himself to the limit, Deji can do it. It's the words that we nail into them, that winners don't quit. Remember, you guys always do things together. And that's when you were a baby. Look at you posing there.
I'm a gangster.
With your
I'm a gangster. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and that's the sports day.
Oh yeah, this is when I won.
Yeah, and you were so excited. And as you can see, most of the time they're always together. And Deji loves his bro. You can see he's always hugging his bro. They kind of really connected, and they were natural. That's the thing. And they were always making you laugh. They were very funny. So I do enjoy them. It would be nice if they can collab together again, you know, and see what they were younger when they did it. So it would be nice now that they're men, and see if they've still got that click. I
do see Jay as an inspiration, as well as I do see something to meet. This whole YouTube thing, I started it because of him. We both started at the same time, but then I stopped, but he carried on. And then just seeing what he's achieved made me want to be like, let me come back. JJ is ultimately the reason why I'm even here. Like, this whole YouTube boxing, everything. So, to get a win, and for him to run in the ring, and just be super happy, that'll be a dream come true, if I'm being honest. Like, obviously we've had our differences, but him being proud is next level. Yeah.
With the biggest challenge looming on the ever-closing horizon, the question to be asked from both fighters is, have they done enough to earn their hand raised come March 5th?
I'm not gonna underestimate him. I don't know what he's gonna bring to the table, but I know my power, and I know I have knockout power.
When he loses, he's 100%, once again, not gonna take accountability, and he's gonna blame it on his team. Deji, all these years, he's just been talking and so much talking.
I'm gonna put him in the deep end, see how he handles it.
Let's go. All right, get your tickets. It's game time.